Sorting with household items. Your question today is, what items did you find to sort at your house? Hi everybody, we're back. It's Miss Tressa.
And Miss O.
We're excited to talk about sorting today. We have a lot of ideas for you. But first, as always, we want to give you some reasoning why sorting is so important to your kids.
Categories. The importance of categories.
In sorting.
It gives us a way to describe an item to others. It provides connections between ideas for similarities and differences. It also gives us a way to group our thoughts. By sorting, children understand that things are alike and different, as well as that they can belong and be organized into certain groups. Getting practice with sorting at an early age is important for numerical concepts and grouping numbers and sets when they're older.
So like I said, we have a lot of ideas and we're super excited to bring them to you. So Miss O is going to start it out. So Miss O, what ideas do you have for sorting today?
So one idea for sorting is all that lovely change that kids like to bring teachers at school because they're like, woohoo,
that's how we get rich.
I got a lot of money, Miss O. Look, I've had pennies. So if I could truly use all those pennies to pay my bills.
Be so nice.
Yeah. So one way you can use change is you could write up a chart. And a really good way to do this is if you write on a piece of paper this information, and then have them write it themselves on another piece of paper. So give them something to look at because that is a little bit easier for them. And you can say, okay, I want you to copy these numbers because these are numbers that we do work on and write in school. So they should be able to write them. Please be sure to write them as best you can where they can read them, because sometimes as adults we write things in our crazy ways and they look at us like, what is that? I don't understand that. So try to make it as clear as possible. And then what you can do is take the money and put it next to each picture. So hopefully you can see that. So you would put like the quarter there, the penny here, the nickel, the dime, and then ask them, all right, so now that we have a chart, let's see if you can sort those monies in different groups. They can sort them by color because pennies are brown. All the rest of the change is silver or gray. So they can sort it that way. There are pictures on money, as you can see. They have heads. Some quarters have the eagle. Some quarters have states. So they can sort it that way by trying to match them.
Let's see, Miss O, you also said that
size.
They could do size.
So that is something that will definitely be a little bit tricky because as you can see, the nickel and the quarter are different sizes. Put my little chart down. But if you look at the penny and the dime, they look different sizes to us, but to them, they may seem very similar.
Have them stack them on top of each other to figure out which one.
As you can see, the dime is a tad smaller than the penny, so that may be a little tricky for them. So if they do have trouble with it, have them stack or, give them something to try and maybe show them a little bit of size difference because they are pretty similar. But as you can see, the dime has all these grooves on it versus the penny does not. It's smooth.
Oh,
so
smooth
that
and
may
bumpy,
be
a nice descriptive
a way
word.
for them to differentiate between them.
So after they're done sorting, have them count and graph which one is more. And then when they're all done, if you got a piggy bank like Miss Tressa's got, go Ohio State, go Bucks. Mm-hmm. Have them put it all back in that piggy bank.
Or they can use a jar, a cup, because that's a really good fine motor skill that especially works on the muscle group that we focus on the most, which is this muscle group in here, because that helps them with their pencil grip, being able to pick up those yummy snacks. Make sure you go watch how to make a monkey peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yum.
Being able to hold their pen or pencil, marker, crayon correctly with that 3-point grip that a lot of teachers look for. They hold it differently. Work in progress at this age. That's perfectly fine.
So, Miss O, do you got any other good ideas?
Another idea for sorting is, ta-da!
Ooh, is that clean, Miss
Socks.
O?
Let's check. Smells fresh.
So, first thing you could do is sort by clean and dirty. That would be the first way you could sort.
Secondly, let's see.
Inside, outside. That would be another
Inside,
good one.
outside. Or, as all the kids know that are in our classes, Miss Tressa and Miss O's socks never match. Never. They can tell you that. So, you can sort them by pattern. Like, see, this has snowmen on it. This has hearts. Maybe give them a pile of socks in the laundry basket. Try to find the match to this sock. As far as patterns, well, these socks have patterns. This sock has a pattern. You could also say, well, which socks have stripes, dots, and pictures? You could do it that way.
You could do it by size.
Size, see, like this sock. Those socks are smaller than the snowman
So those
sock.
go together.
So those would go together. You could do it by, like, this is another one. Like, see, this one is not even shaped the same way as the other socks. You could do it by shape and size. You can do it by colors. Which socks have similar colors in them if you don't have solid color socks, which Miss Tressa has none.
Sorry. You could do it by boys and girls socks or mom and dad socks if you really want them helping you do some chores.
This would probably be a girl's sock.
Oh, look, Miss O,
we found a match.
We found a match. I'm so excited because I didn't think we had one.
Woo, see, Miss Tressa's socks do match. She tricked you. This one has dots. Let's see. I don't really have any.
You could do it by animals versus holidays, Miss O said, which would be super hard.
Unicorns versus cats. You could sort them that way.
Or you could do Valentine's versus Christmas.
Or animals we would find in the woods versus animals we find in the water. Animals we would find in our houses.
Like Miss Tressa's house.
Lots
of different ways.
There are lots of different ways, especially if you're a pattern person like Miss Tressa, Miss O.
So, and this is also a great chore. This is a great 3, 4, 5-year-old chore for your child to do. I know you're pulling your hair out a little bit at home. This is a great chore for your child to do after you do the laundry. And you may be like us and we don't care that our socks don't match, but again, it's a great sorting activity for them. So something I have, Miss O, is you could cut up a piece of paper that has letters on it, and as you see, I have now started lines and see which line can have the longest letters. And as you see, I put uppercase B, uppercase U, lowercase u. Some kids might have a harder time. It may all be uppercase. It may all be lowercase. Use those ABC cards that we gave you guys to help them out with this. And then the cutting is a great thing. Again, not doing all these things in the same day. This is a lot of good ideas that you could do throughout the week. You could pick one to do throughout the day, and you could continue this on. You could make it even harder for the kids that are higher learners. Can you spell cat, and then can you spell something that rhymes with cat? Cat, what, guys? You're right, bat. What's something else that rhymes?
With cat, let's see, maybe mat.
So you could make it harder for some of those higher learners. It would be a lot more, and so just kind of figure out where your child is. You also could have them spell their name out on a paper and find how many letters in a newspaper. I got some magazines in the mail yesterday. Those magazines, don't throw them away. Use them for these things. We're trying
store flyers you get in the mail.
Every
don't
Wednesday.
just throw it away.
Don't
just
throw
go
it
ahead
away.
and keep them. You can use them.
Yep. So this is a great way to do. You also could do this with numbers. With the store flyers, you could put numbers on here. How many different numbers can we find?
Pictures. Different flyers might have the same product in there. Try to have them
do
search.
Food. You could do meats versus vegetables. You could do things I like versus things I don't like, and you could do it on a big piece of paper instead of just this. I just cut this strip as an example. So I have that one. Something else.
What else do you have, Miss Tressa?
Something else I have a lot. A lot of toys.
Miss Tressa plays with those kids. Don't let her trick you.
I do. So something I could do is I could sort my toys by superheroes, versus princesses. I could sort, oh, look at those drawers. Anybody gonna watch that movie now today? Now that we showed you this two of the 7 drawers.
It's off to learn we go.
Da 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 da.
Hi ho.
Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Anyway, so you know you love us.
Yes.
So you could do superheroes, villains. You could do stuffed animals. You could do animals that live in the ocean versus animals. Oh, the animals that live in the ocean versus animals that live on land. You could do the colors of animals. You could also do in the bathtub. You could, oh, see, look, she has one. Cars, things that are cars, things that drive on the road, things that are in the water. You could also do it where trucks and cars. You could do it dinosaurs, different sizes of dinosaurs. We could do numbers and letters, make categories of those. That's very hard, but it's a very good one for them to do. So that's a lot of things to do with toys and things like that. Let's see if I missed anything. A small one versus it is a small, no. A large toy versus a small toy, separating them that way. Doing your stuffed animals by size, by the type of animal, by where it should live, all those easy things. Something else.
If you have stuffed animals versus
hard.
Maybe stuffed animals that are a little more hard or they're not as soft, you could do it that way.
You could. I'm sure we all have various knickknacks around the house. Sort them by shape. Sort them by size. So, like, for example, I have these 2 things. One's a square, one's a rectangle. So
texture, because look, this has a texture. This has
is
a
very
texture,
bumpy and rough.
but this one is smooth. So
Yep.
Would they go in the same category?
You could sort it by the letters on there.
Mm-hmm.
You could sort it if you have pictures at home. You could sort it by family members. This is Mr. Zach. So you could do it by family members. Find all the pictures of mom. Find all pictures of your brother. So, and then after they're done doing that, can they write the word mom, M-O-M? We're working on that word, D-A-D, dad. Those are some various...
Have them write a chart where there's mom and dad at the top, go around the house, and they can make little marks on how many pictures of mom they found, how many pictures of dad.
She's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing that we were thinking, like, to add to the chore chart, including with laundry, is letting them help you unload the dishwasher. I want you to find all the forks and spoons. Can you separate them? That's good categories. And we don't want you to have them do knives.
No.
I mean, there's no reason for that. I mean, if you want to, by all means. But
we are not recommending knives.
No. Have them go with you the mailbox. Sort the mail by the person's name, by the size
of the envelope.
Size of the envelope. Is it a catalog like this? Is it, I don't even have it. Oh, look, I do. Is it a great big envelope like this? Sorting the mail is another great, and it's a great chore for them to do. And they take responsibility and ownership for that. And they're so excited when someone comes home and goes, I have your mail for you. It's super fun. If you are dad and you have a whole bunch of tools in that garage, let them try to do nuts and bolts. Put them together.
Take them apart. Sort them by size.
Sort
Because
them
you
by
may have
size.
a big bolt versus a tiny little bolt. Let them do that. And that screwing and unscrewing is also very good manipulative for their hands to get
Great
adjusted
fine
to
motor.
that. Yeah.
Markers, crayons are a great way. You got some great Legos.
Let's sort by color. Let's sort by shape. How about as far as style? This is a wheel. What shape is this? I bet you guys know what shape this is. Would they go in the same group? No. Look, what shape is this? It's a wheel, but it's also a shape. So you should be able to tell me what shape this is. We also have Legos that are in more shapes. Your Legos have lots and lots of shapes, so you can sort them by shape. by color, by size. Look, this has, if you can see it, let me back it up, maybe not. This has dots on it. So look.
Oh, sort by the amount
so
of dots.
if we count it, 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. But look, does this have 4 dots too? It might not be the same shape, but look. But then, oh wow, look how many dots this has versus
much
these
higher
two
level.
shapes.
Those,
yes.
Much higher, but you know, counting the dots. Miss O, something else I just thought of is you could go outside. Please go outside. We know it's going to get cold here pretty soon. Go outside, find all your outdoor toys and sort your outdoor toys. Things that move, things that stay still.
Rocks, leaves.
Oh, rocks, leaves, sticks, logs.
There are still some different color leaves out there. So green leaves versus brown leaves. Big sticks versus little sticks. Sticks are also in different colors too. Thicknesses, is this a big fat stick or is this a little teeny tiny skinny stick?
Use those descriptive words. Is it bumpy or is it smooth? You know, going out there, finding those things. And then like Miss O said, rocks. Another thing that I noticed outside, which you wouldn't want to dig up, is making a list in advance with your child, having them draw a flower versus a cloud, things that are in the sky, things that are on the ground, and then they check mark what they see on your nature walk. A lot of people in town are doing the window thing. Miss O did it yesterday. Yesterday was smiley faces. Do you know what today is, Miss O?
Today was nothing on the one that I shared, but I think it is.
Well, anyway, you could go around and look, like make a thing. You know, what do we see? So you're just using a piece of paper. If you guys need supplies, please let us know.
Yes, please. You could use money. Give them the disclaimer. Disclaimer. Mommy's letting you borrow her money. Daddy's letting you borrow his money. You can't keep it. We're just sorting. So watch out for those. Hey, Mom, look over there. And then your money's gone.
If you have Monopoly, another great way. And you could make Monopoly where it's, even if you have grown-up Monopoly, you can make it where it's kid-friendly. You just change the rules completely.
You could also use Monopoly as, which I've seen posted out there on social media. Even a good little, maybe getting them used to choring or earning money. They could earn some Monopoly money, and say you have some really good snacks. If you give Mommy 2 Monopoly monies, then you can get, I don't know, the granola bar out of the cabinet. So good way to have them count out things for you. And then you're having them earn a little bit of, hey, look what I did. Because they get very proud and they're very happy when they did something and earned something. And our kids like prizes because we're those prize teachers.
Yeah, we're the prize people. Another thing, use a deck of cards. Super easy. Uno. The kids love Uno. That's a good way for sorting, for lots of things. And I think we just put on Facebook like 5 different ways you can play Uno. Dice. You got dice. I'm sure if you got a board game in your thing, grab out the dice and use the dice and roll the dice and make it into a game.
Board games have multiple pieces of the same thing. If you have Candyland, that's a really good one.
That's good for sorting.
That has a lot of colors, sorting, counting. So a lot of the board games you have, you can use for sorting, for counting. You don't have to follow the directions they give you.
No, make it up.
Yeah.
We're good about making it up. So another thing is like in the bathtub with bath toys, does it sink? Does it float? Is it soft? Is it rough? Does it stick to the side? Does it drop? You know, just using those things. So we hope this helped you with some great sorting activities. We know it was a lot. Don't try it all in one day. And again, what are we going to sing as we leave, Miss O?
Oh, yep. Hi-ho, hi-ho,
it's off to learn we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. Bye, guys. Have a great day.